What's going on, beautiful people? Welcome back to another episode of Not So Good Advice, where me, the host, Lou Bloom, gives you, the beautiful people, well, not so good advice. Like, comment, subscribe, do something like that. Write an email, notsogoodadvice19@gmail.com. My lines are open today, tomorrow, and the next day. Okay? Disclaimer. This is not professional or legal advice. This is purely for comedic and entertainment purposes only. Okay? You should not be taking this literal. But if you do take it literal, go ahead and comment. Let me know how that shit turned out. Go ahead and send an email, notsogoodadvice19@gmail.com, because we're dying to know if it turned out good or bad or mediocre or whatever. Okay? We want to know. We got some juicy ones today. Okay? We got some real juicy ones today. So, let's start for the first one. Let's start with the first one. I know I sound kind of dumb sometimes, but hey, who's watching? Who's watching? Okay, this one goes as, what are your thoughts when you can see a woman's nipples poke through her shirt in a professional environment? Oh, this is a nice question. Okay. Let's continue reading, shall we? I'm a 21-year-old female. I just started my first corporate job, and the dress code is kind of office classy or office casual. I'm sorry. I never wear bras, and today I wore a tight shirt, and as it was getting colder, I guess my nipples were poking through my shirts. Like you just these people just want to be hoes. Like, seriously. Like, really? At the office job? Your first one? Okay. I noticed quite a few people at my work, mostly men, pigs, looking and staring at them. I read on a few posts that men mostly don't mind seeing nipples poke through the shirt, but I was wondering if it is different in a working environment. Like, is it unprofessional to not wear a bra? Like, would I wear bra like it would be to wear a crop top? I'll answer that for you. Yes, it is. And it's like, I mean, look, if I'm working in the office, don't get me wrong, it'd be nice, it'd be sweet if, a babe was going to work like that. But we're there to work. We're there to provide a service and get shit done. And you're being a distraction. Let's just be real. That's a distraction right there. And I know people want to hate on men. I know we're always the problem, this and that and this, but no. That's just crazy. Like, what are you doing? You're self-sabotaging your first corporate job. Like, seriously, what the fuck? Like, what is that about? That's ridiculous. Come apply at my office. Like, crazy. I mean, like, if you don't like it, maybe men and women shouldn't work together. But no, obviously that's not the case. You're just tripping and you're being like a little slutty 21-year-old. Go work at a strip club. Trust me, it'll be better. Next one. Okay. What are some reasons you waited on sleeping with your partner? Oh, okay. I can answer that one. We've been dating for a few months and I've kind of been in my head lately. Why he won't go all the way with me. Wow. We do everything except go all the way. I know it's not me, but it's hard not to think that way sometimes. What are some reasons you waited on sleeping with your partner? Men? ? Okay. Okay. I mean, there could be a few reasons for that. What are some reasons you waited on sleeping with your partner? Okay. So, reason number 1, he really likes you, and he doesn't want to view you as, a one-night stand or a sex partner. Someone, just to fuck and then kick you to the curb. He doesn't want to see you like that. Maybe he really wants to, he wants to be serious with you. I'm not saying if you sleep with the guy on the first night that it won't work out, but, it's less likely to work out if that happens. Sometimes pump the brakes on sleeping like that or sleeping with them, and it the relationship could last longer. Other reasons why he doesn't want to have sex with you. Maybe he's a virgin. Maybe he is like, insecure about his, you know, his little guy down there. Maybe he has an STD he's trying to hide from you. I don't know. Those could be the reasons. You know, how long has it been? Dating for a few months, and I've kind of been in my head. So it's been a few months, and he hasn't slept with you yet. Okay. I mean, have you tried asking him? If it's been a few months, have you tried like just sitting down and talking to him about it? I mean, you should talk to him about it. But that's what I think it is. He just probably really likes you, and he wants to hold off on smashing and hold off on it so it could be a little bit more special. Believe it or not, guys do that too. Next question. Friend canceled on our trip 2 weeks before, and I can't cancel. Oh, okay. My friend and I were supposed to go to Japan together in 2 weeks, but I just got told tonight that they cannot go. Oh, I hate when that shit happens. It happens all the time. I already booked my many things like Universal tickets and a reservation for Pokemon Cafe for two. What do I do? Can I contact Pokemon Cafe and change my reservation to one person? Is it a bad idea to travel to Japan alone since I don't know too much Japanese? My friend was the linguist. Help! Thanks in advance for any feedback. Wow. This happened to me before too. It always happens. You get older, you plan a trip, and your friend or family, they just slowly, when it gets closer to the trip, they bail out on you. They bail out on you. And it's like, what the fuck? I mean, honestly, at the end of the day, you can't rely on anyone but yourself. That's it. Like nowadays, you can't rely on anyone but yourself. I had some friends and family cancel on me on my trips, or they said they were down to go, and then you know what? They dropped out. They dropped like flies. I ended up going alone. That's what I think you should go. Alone. You don't know the language? Good. You made reservations for two? Great. Make a friend, invite them. Invite them. And I'm pretty sure they got weird, lucrative things in Japan that you can like hire a friend or someone that can go with you, and they'll be down to go with you. Hire a tour guide. I mean, if you really want to, just fuck it. Eat the cost. Go to the Pokemon Cafe for two. Just go by yourself. But I think this is a good. This is a blessing in disguise, because I remember I had trips planned out. Everyone dropped like flies. They bailed out, and I went solo, and that was like one of the best decisions I ever made in my life. Like, it really was. I wish I traveled solo sooner. People thought I was crazy. I went, blew my mind, and it was just amazing. I'll never forget it. Like, it's crazy. And I'm going to do it again. I will. It's, they say when you travel with people, it's an adventure. But they say when you travel alone, it's a journey. Because it's only, like, you're the only one that experiences that. And, oh, I'm a 22-year-old male, by the way. Bro, come on, dog. Just go. Fucking go. Hell, I wish I went on my first solo trip again. Wow. And Japan, it seems fun, too. Japan is really... I haven't been there, but it seems fun. I mean, I would personally go to, a little bit more of a dicey place, because I like action, and I like dark, gritty, things like that. I like adventure. I like exciting things. Exciting. Japan's exciting, but, it's very safe. You kind of already know. Everyone goes to Japan. It's mainstream. So, but still a great place. I hope to go one day. And I think this is a lot better. Just go alone. You won't regret it. Trust me. Okay, next one. My boyfriend, that's 19, won't do the only sex position that feels good for me, and I'm 19-year-old female. Oh, okay. In short, doggy, like standard, popular doggy, feels so good for me. Every other position we have done feels okay, but definitely nothing getting me anywhere close. We have communicated about this and have been trying to find ways to improve my experiences. Oh, your experiences. Oh, right. Okay. But I've noticed and told him that doggy feels the best, yet says he can't do it because his knees get so sore. He loses energy and it stops being enjoyable because he's in legit pain. Aww. Aw. Aw. So instead, he does prone bone from behind, but the boy lays flat on top of you, who also lays flat, and just moves his hip rather than thrusting, sort of. Oh, okay. And it just doesn't feel as good. Even if I push us into doggy somehow, he will lay down onto me after like 5 seconds. So you do prison sex. That's what it is. It's prison sex. That's what you guys are doing. Like two prisoners in a cell doing that. Okay. He lays down onto me after like 5 seconds. I'm torn because I don't really want to do doggy so much if he's not getting any pleasure from it or in pain. But I also do because it gives me the best experience. Before anyone asks, yes, I have asked him his favorite position too, but he just says all equally type of thing. Wow, that one sucks. I feel bad for you. That sucks. I don't know how you feel, but that one, wow, that's a real issue. How long have you been dating? I don't know. It doesn't say, but you guys are just, I don't know. Maybe you guys aren't compatible when it comes to the, maybe you guys aren't compatible when it comes to that. Because that's the thing. Sometimes it takes, you got to get used to it. You got to get familiar with each other in order for that to be, nice and successful. But obviously, you know what you like. Sounds like you had some pretty good past history with that and experience. So, and I guess he's not cutting it. If he keeps it up, you're gonna leave. I already know how it is. That's just how it is. You're gonna leave. And honestly, you don't have to he doesn't have to be on his knees to be doing that. He doesn't. Is he out of shape? Maybe he's lazy. Maybe he doesn't like you enough. I mean, everyone has their own flavor and their own way of doing things, and I guess he doesn't have to love doggy. But if it's a need that you have and you really want it, we all have needs, right? And he must be satisfied. And if he's not satisfying it, I've seen this movie before and I know how it ends. And it ends in a very sad, embarrassing way. But I mean, if you want someone to give you doggy style, you'll find it, and it ain't gonna be him. Let's think about this logically though. If you guys really wanted to keep the relationship and just fix those issues, I think maybe just get on the bed, on the edge of the bed, and he doesn't have to be on his knees. He could be standing up, right? He'd be on the bed. He just stands up on the side of the bed, and you're on your knees, and then he's doing the damn thing. For real. Maybe. I mean, yeah, you don't have to be on your knees. He doesn't have to be on his knees doing all that. Just, he can stand up, you be on the bed, bada boom, bada bing, that's it. I kind of personally think he's lazy though. I think he's lazy, maybe he's out of shape, and, maybe his knees hurt. Oh, man, you're fucking 19. Come on. That's my advice. Find different positions, like him standing up, you on the side of the bed, and if not, find another man. That's what I say. I mean, you're going to do it regardless, right? Okay, next question. Does every dad in the world wake up at 5 a.m., even on weekends? Or is it only my dad? Wow, that's an amazing question. Technically, realistically, no, it's not every dad. I'm pretty sure there's some dads out there that had a family, they lost everything, now they're sleeping on the street like alcoholics, doing drugs, and they fall asleep all day, and they wake up in the middle of the night or whenever to get their drugs or the fix. Okay, so technically it's not all dads, but a real dad, they kind of do wake up early, unless they're working nights, but they kind of do wake up early because as you get older, time goes by fast, and it feels like you're wasting your day if you're sleeping all day. So I feel like also as a dad, you gotta wake up. Since you work a lot, you wake up and get shit done during the day. The earlier you wake up, you got a couple hours to get shit done, and you're doing it, and it also feels like you're getting shit done. You're doing things. You're being productive. If you don't wake up early and you're a dad, I mean, maybe I guess if you deserve it because you work so hard, I guess. But that's what I think. Something nice about waking up before everyone else in the house, making coffee, doing a little bit of yard work, and your wife wakes up, your kids wake up after you. You wake up early, make sure the whole castle, you secure the perimeter, make sure the castle's nice, and take the dog out. There's something nice about that. There's something that's just something a dad would do, and I totally agree with that. Okay, wow, we got two more. We're really going through these things, huh? Okay, men who catcall women. What is the best case scenario like in that situation? What is the number one thing that you can hope that you're hoping to happen? Well, the number one thing, if I was the catcall, I'm hoping to happen was the girl says, "Oh my God, you're amazing. Let's have sex. And by the way, here's $1 million. Here you go. And also here's a gold bar. And also here's a Lamborghini. And also you won the lottery. I work for the lottery center and you won." That's the best case scenario. Okay, I don't really catcall. I'm not gonna say I haven't done it before. I haven't done it like a construction worker in New York. Catcall, "Hey baby, hey, what you doing, sugar tits? Hey." I haven't done that. No. But sometimes when you're with the boys, you get a little, hyped. I never went overboard. No one around me has gone overboard. But I feel like a lot of times it's just trolling. You're just saying it just to say it. You're joking. I bet you if a guy catcalls you, and you go up to him, "Hey, what's up? What? You're catcalling me? Think I'm hot? Okay, let's see. Pull down your pants. Let's see what you're working with. Pull it down." I'm sure if you do all that, he's gonna be like, "Oh shit, what the fuck? What the fuck?" If you put the pressure on him, he's getting catcalled, you're getting catcalled, and you just pull up to him with the heat. "What's up? Let me see your dick. I only fuck with big ones. What's good? Pull it down. Let me see. Let me see. What's good? What's in?" He's gonna freeze up. He's gonna go 100 to 0. I guarantee you. I guarantee you. And all in front of his buddies, I'm pretty sure they're gonna laugh at him because he's gonna pucker up like a raisin. But catcalling, it can turn it's dicey. It could turn very weird and sexist and like weird. It can. So, but I mean, what was the question again? What's the number one thing scenario? I answered that. Yes, lottery, $1 million, gold, blowjob. That sounds great. Yeah. Okay. This one's a little bit more technical, this question. And it goes like, could my uncle be held responsible? Hello. My uncle rents out his basement to a couple of tenants that do not take basic care of the space at all. They don't do basic cleaning. They leave food out. They don't clean up after poorly trained pets, and so on. My uncle didn't realize it until recently that there was a massive mouse problem, and it is impacting the general hygiene of the living situation. One of the tenants has a child who lives there part-time, and the child's room is in the thick of the mouse problem and stays in the mouse poop infested room when they're in there. To me, it seems like this is something that should be reported as child neglect and abuse. Rightly so, that's probably true. The thing that concerns me, beyond the general health and safety of the child, is that there is zero formal lease agreement between my uncle and his tenants. Could he be held liable for the safety of the child? This is in Virginia. Okay. Well, if there's no real lease agreement, then you basically have squatters in that unit, and I don't know how it is in Virginia, but good luck getting them out. Okay, there's laws with squatters. Squatters have rights. I remember something like that. Like if you live there for a certain amount of time, they have a right to be there. I guess you can't just kick them out. But in good old Virginia, I'm pretty sure the laws are different, and they kind of lean towards the owner of the property side. I would if I really want to be technical about this and answer this like an adult, I guess I'd say talk to the people. We are human beings. We're civilized, right? So we use our words. So maybe have a little meeting with them, sit them down, whatever, have a 15-20 minute conversation saying, hey, I noticed this is going on. I noticed you're living like a pig. I noticed there's like rats running around and mice and shit everywhere. You know, can you fix it, please? This is my property. It looks like it just looks like a shithole. Please fix it, or maybe I can take legal action. No, say you will take legal action. Say that. Say that. They'll probably get scared. And if they don't listen to you, maybe give them one more warning after that, one more chance. If they still don't listen to you, then just gather evidence, you know. Take pictures of what's going on, videos, pictures of the rat shit. If you really want to be petty and evil, or maybe not even evil, maybe just a good person, because a kid shouldn't be living like that. Take pictures of the kid living in that condition, because that's kind of sad, horrible. It's really sad actually. But yeah, gather evidence, report it to CPS or the police department, whoever you gotta report it to, and yeah, let the law take care of it, if they even take care of it, because sometimes the law doesn't even help nowadays sometimes. But that's my advice for that. I would let the law take care of it. That would suck. I would hate to have that. Okay. We actually got an email I would like to talk about. Sent by a good old friend. A good old friend. They call, well, let's just call him a good old friend we call Rubinho. Robinho. Haven't seen him in a while, actually. And this one says, "Hey brother, how can we break through the fourth wall?" Question mark. Wow, that's a real good question, actually. And I'm actually glad someone brought it up. I'm glad someone brought it up, because that's some very high level shit right there. Okay, breaking the fourth wall. Maybe you don't even know what I'm talking about, but the very few, they know what I'm talking about. The fourth wall, not 2D, not the third wall, but the fourth one. Okay, so some people, they're born with the ability to recognize the fourth wall and just go right through it. Some people will never ever break the fourth wall. And what is the fourth wall? Well, for the people who don't know, let's just let me lift up my sleeves real quick so I could really explain it to you, the beautiful people. The fourth wall is there's one dimension, right? Which is like, what is it? Like a flat paperwork, right? Flat paper, something you can almost draw. That's the one dimension, which is almost not even real. Like, almost doesn't even exist. That's very flat dimension. Nothing really exists on the first dimension. I think it's just words, basically. The second dimension is like you see something on a screen, almost like a cartoon, but like South Park. That's the first, the second dimension. Yeah, 2D. It's like South Park, flat on the screen or on the paper. Just flat, like this paper, right? This is the second dimension, right? If I was to draw on this would be 2D. Second dimension. Stay with me now. Stay with me. Now the third dimension is where we live. The third dimension is what you probably recognize and what you're used to. You're born and you got to get used to the second dimension, the third dimension, and it's like this, the third dimension, right? It's like, literally, it's like the third dimension. Third dimension, right? You could see it. Third dimension. You could see on this side, on that side. It's like the third dimension. You know that we're living in the third dimension. Okay? If I was to crumble this up, this is now the third dimension, not the second dimension, the third. Now the fourth wall. The fourth wall is, well, it's how I'm speaking to you guys right now. I'm speaking to you straight, directly through the fourth wall. That's how I'm speaking to you guys, the fourth wall. Most people, I like to say probably 90%, 95% are living in third dimension. And they just subconsciously on autopilot, third dimension. But every now and then, there's very few people who can break through that fourth wall. So, third dimension, right? Second dimension. Now, boom. I break through that fourth wall. See, this is a good representation of breaking through that fourth wall. See that? Maybe it's kind of weird because it's on camera, but that is the fourth dimension. It just broke through the fourth dimension, just like that. It's kind of hard to wrap your head around it, but that's the fourth wall. Now, if you want to apply the fourth wall to real life, not everyone can do that. If you go out, you know, you see people working, you see people like at the mall, at school, whatever, they're living in the third dimension. But every now and then you see someone like walking, and he has a different vibe about him. He has a different, he's living life differently. There's some, like almost like there's some things he knows, or that person knows, that you don't know and the rest of the other people don't know. You just, it's like something you almost feel. The way they sound, the way they're talking, the way they're living life is like breaking through the fourth wall. But not everyone can just permanently break through that fourth wall and just start living life. That is like, I'd probably say Jesus Christ was living in the fourth dimension. He literally was breaking through the fourth wall, like his whole life, just breaking through it. That's why when people touched him, he would heal people, and that's why he would, you know, look at you and speak to you, and it was speaking only to you. The fourth wall. That's the fourth wall right there. You know, it takes years of practice. Some people are better than others, but yeah, you can go out and you live your life, and some people are, you know, you can talk to some girls or some people, whatever. You can close the business deals. You can sell stuff, you know, like a salesman. And yeah, most people live in the third dimension, so when you talk to them in the third dimension, it's very, you know, they're used to it. But if you're able to break through that fourth wall and really like grab him and speak to them directly, that right there is a fourth wall. And how you get, you know, a woman's attention, not all the time, because some of them are just stuck in their ways, and they're blocked off and they won't let you, unless you're super, like a master of this shit, which is super rare. You can break through that fourth wall. And you know, I try to practice it whenever I can. I go out and you take control of your life and the situations around you, and you could even take control of, like, almost like people and their decisions, but not like physically, not by force. You almost like convincing them. You get in their mind kind of, and you convince them, and you persuade them. The fourth wall. You know, you see some pickup artists, most of them are just phonies, but every now and then you'll see one that's like, oh shit, he just broke the fourth wall. Whoa, he just broke the fourth wall. Oh shit. You know, if you're a girl, you know, guys try to get at you. If you're a pretty young girl, maybe guys try to get at you and talk to you, go on dates with you, and you're like, okay, whatever, you're not amused. But every now and then someone does something different. Someone tells you something different. Someone looks at you different. And someone just catches your attention. Whoa, what? Someone tells you something about your nails, or just maybe gets you to laugh, and then you start thinking differently, and then bam, you're in this pattern with them. You're in this pattern, almost like being hypnotized. But you're not like taking advantage of them. You're not. You're just, in a way, breaking through onto the other side. And that's the fourth wall. I mean, I'm not the master of it yet, but I am practicing breaking through the fourth wall. So, yeah, I mean, you can look up on YouTube or whatever, whatnot. But once you really learn the fundamentals of the fourth wall, the third dimension, second dimension first, but most importantly, the fourth wall, that's when your life will turn around and things will really start to look up to you. And I mean, well, I guess that's it right there to answer your question. That's how you break through the fourth wall. But everyone's journey is different. The way I break through the fourth wall might not be the way you break through the fourth wall. The way he breaks through the fourth wall isn't the way he will break through the fourth wall. But you can see some of the greatest people in this world, they mastered it, or they figured it out, and they broke through the fourth wall. Jesus, for sure, he was like living in the fourth dimension, just breaking through it every day, all the time. Martin Luther King, that motherfucker broke through that fourth wall. Gandhi broke through the fourth wall. These are really good or great people that did great things, positive things, changed the world because they broke through the fourth wall, and everyone was on their wave. But then there's other people who did not so good things, but they used almost that power for evil. There's some people, like in Germany, 1930s and 40s, a very powerful man broke through the fourth wall, and that's how he got people to listen to him. And he broke through that fourth wall, and if you can master it, you can do crazy things. You can change the world. So, I mean, that's my advice to you today on Not So Good Advice. And I like how we got that question going. That was a good question on breaking through the fourth wall. Maybe on the next episode I can tell you more about breaking through that fourth wall. But thank you again on another episode of Not So Good Advice. I'm your host, Lou Bloom. Please like, comment, subscribe, send an email, notsogoodadvice19@gmail.com. Peace out. Love you guys.